Hello everyone, I'm Brian Floyd Dragon, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Regardless how I'm feeling this day, the show must go on. I miss you, Dad. I squint up at his face, but his features are blurry. I have to blink a few times to clear my vision. Thank you for trusting me. I will always come back for you, no matter the risks. Thank you. Don't speak, princess. Save your strength. How did you get in here? What? It looks like we made it just in time. Parfait steps through a hole in the wall that her outburst of magic created. She looks solemn. You! How dare you show your face here? You who tried to kill my beloved queen! Kill? Mathmos raises his hand to cast a spell, but Parfait quickly freezes him in place with a flick of her wrist. I'm surprised, but then I realize that Parfait is no Lucis bearer. Even in her weakened state, it seems. Did I just say it seems? Let's run it again. Even in her weakened state, it seems she is a force to be reckoned with. She turns to face me with a weak smile on her face. As the bearer of the Crystallum Lucis, it is my duty to stop Hildur. Such was my goal even back then. Even when the two of us were dear friends. While Parfait is speaking, Varg slowly moves forward with his cane. He seems just about ready to bring it down from the ground when Parfait turns in place and casts a spell. The magic hits the cane head-on, shattering it out. Let's run it again. The magic hits the cane head-on, shattering it on impact. Varg, however, seems surprisingly calm. It's a good thing that wasn't the only weapon I had, huh? Varg suddenly charges toward Parfait. Something silver and sharp glints in his hand. Parfait doesn't even move as she casts another spell, knocking Varg back against the wall. The knife in his hand clatters to the ground. Varg staggers back to his feet. The mask covering his eyes falls from his face as he stands. When he looks up, I feel my blood turn cold. Threat? Oh no. What a shock. Same eye color, same facial features, all that was different was the hair. Who could have not foreseen this? Yeah, played Fritz's house. Excuse me one moment. Oh, there we go. Varg waves his finger at me, his smile crooked. Maybe I look a little like... Oh wait, this one again. Maybe I look like him a little. But you can't seriously think we're the same person, can you? I clutch Lawrence's shirt between my fingers as I stare. Everything begins to feel hazy once again. What is going on? Miranda! Miranda! I hear my father before I see him. Then When I turn, he is looking towards us, with a pained expression on his face. I can only assume that he somehow made it out of the cell, and that someone helped him out. Morris's arm is still there to support me as I walk toward my father. Father reaches out to touch both of my cheeks. His warmth makes me flinch. You are cold. I will be fine. Father clenches his fist and turns to Methmos. It's it's over now, Methmos. Oh, right, who said that? A bright light suddenly surrounds Lieutenant Brerum, and the whole room is engulfed in light. Oh, I know who you are. I should have killed you a long time ago, dear Gennaro. Oh. Oh! Father! I'm unable to see what has happened, but as soon as the light disappears, I see what's horror has happened before me. I scream and I spot the large gash in my father's chest. Blood pours from a wound from a blade of light. I catch my father in my arms as he stumbles back. Walks quickly comes to stand beside me to help support him. Father! Now this kingdom is mine once again. The voice is familiar but distant, so listen again. The voice is familiar but distant, so it is a voice from my memories. I look up suddenly, and there she is. My mother standing before me, beautiful and regal. Her eyes are cold, lacking any kind of love, as she looks over at me. I was expecting you, Miranda. Welcome back, my queen. Methmos, who has somehow managed to escape from Parfait, is now down on one knee before Mother. Elder. Hello, dear Faye. It's been a while. Parfait puts a hand to her chest as she begins to cough. She collapses to her knees. You have grown weaker since we last fought. Lady Parfait! Mother's eyes snap towards and narrow. I see that the traitor is here too. I also see that you guys to reunite with my daughter. Mother flicks her wrist as she casts her spell. You will pay for what you did to me. Step back. Parfait quickly steps in front of us, and an invisible barrier appears, just as Mother conjures a series of sharp ice projectiles. They bounce harmlessly off the shield, but I can feel the rumble in the ground as they tumble down to the floor. Parfait! Parfait is still kneeling on the ground. Now I can see blood on her lips. Miranda! I look down at my father. His shirt is soaked with blood, but his eyes are still barely open. No, not today of all days. Father! I feel tears brimming in my eyes. The room fills with light, this time emanating from the floor. Slowly our surroundings begin to blur. Go then, run away, Parfait. That's all you have ever done. Parfait's voice is pressed in pain as she speaks. We won't stop you, Elder. The last thing I see is Mother's wicked smile. Then the light follows us home. When the light fades, we are back in the margin. Parfait is down on the ground. though she now seems she might sink into it. Lady Parfait! I'll be fine, just called Rumple, quickly. One starts from the room immediately. Father, please hold on. My father's clothes are now dark. My father's clothes are now dark a thick crimson that stains my hands and dress. Moments later, Rox returns with Rumple. He rushes over to the king the moment he sees him. Rumpole tears my father's shirt open, revealing a deep wound on his chest. He quickly looks over his body, then attempts to apply pressure to the wound, but the bleeding does not stop. He's losing too much blood. Can't you do something? I will do my best, but there's only so much I can do, Princess. I cannot perform miracles. There's a faraway look in his eyes as he says this, an almost pained expression on his face. His helpless expression makes the panic surge in me again. You call yourself a doctor? Miranda, calm down. I cannot lose him, Rox. I don't have much time left, Miranda. I turned to look down at my father, my eyes filled with tears. No, 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 don't say that, Father. I wanted to see you become queen, but it seems this is the end for me. I collapse beside Father as he reaches up a shaking hand to touch my red cheek. Protect our kingdom. I can only nod at him. I will always be with you. I love you, Miranda, and I am proud that you are my daughter. Father smiles at me, and it is so genuine and warm that it brings fresh tears to my eyes. His eyes slowly close, but the smile never leaves his lips. Father? I shake him, but he does not react. No! No! I lean over my father, willing him to come back, to open his eyes, but he is no longer breathing. For the first time in my life, I cry for my father. Today of all days. It's a horrible coincidence. 8 years ago, my dad died. As I said, it's a horrible coincidence. All I feel doesn't matter. The show must go on. Ever since my father's death, I have locked myself in my room. I am filled with constant grief and pain, but have become numb on the inside. When I want to cry, the tears won't come. Miranda, I brought you something to eat. I am in no mood to eat. Walt sets the tray down and walks toward me. blankets crumple as he sits down beside me. Slowly he wraps his arms around me and strokes my hair. What happened wasn't your fault, Miranda. You did what any father would do for his daughter. He did not deserve to die the way that he did. My mother's hand, I know. I curled my fingers into Waltz's shirt. I do not want to lose anyone any more, Waltz. Waltz continued stroking my hair. It'll be fine, I promise. For now you need to rest, Miranda. I'll be here by your side until you fall asleep. He plants a kiss on my forehead. I close my eyes, relishing his warmth. Waltz's hold is firm but comfortable, and I sink into his arms as I fall into a dreamless sleep. Days later, the palace announces Father's death. It isn't long before Alcaster is given his crown. The announcement of his ascension was an explanation of the king's death. The palace paints me as a criminal, telling the townsfolk that I was the one who killed the king. I am labeled a fugitive, and the royal family is officially declared missing. We have all been in hiding together since then, the royal family included. Now it has been 2 weeks since Father died. The longer time moves on, the more aware I become of one gaping realization. Mother has not yet shown herself to the public. What could she be plotting? I place my hand over my heart, willing the pain away. Every time I think of Mother, I remember the sort of light that went through my father's body. Enough time has passed, even though I am suffering losses. I cannot stand idle. I have a promise to fulfill. I will protect our kingdom. I am about to go back to my room, and Parfait calls me. Dolores stands beside her. Miranda, can we talk with you? I look away, avoiding their eyes. What is it that you want to discuss with me? It's about the Tenebrarum. Despite shadows were wide, when it appears that the crystal light is still dim. That can only mean one thing. No idea what was going on there. Hilda is still weak. Still weak? Hilda was observing all of your powers when we found you. We interrupted the process. The crystal was not. The crystal was not able to absorb all of. The crystal was not able to absorb all of the magic you now possess. That is why she is still weak. Also, there was something else that bothered me about the crystal. Something odd. Odd? A bearer has a very strong bond with the crystal, a mutual relationship of sorts. But that bond was absent when she returned. What are you saying? It seems as if the crystal is forsaking their bond. What? It seems even the crystal knows that Hilda's time has come and gone, Princess. The crystal has already chosen you as its next bearer. It's a small blessing, but it doesn't change the fact that Hilda is still the strongest wretch. At least that is what she wants us to think. Parfait and Delora exchange a glance. The crystal has chosen its next bearer. And you have just as much potential, if not even more. Delora turns to me, her usual next expression more solemn. Are you ready to learn magic, Miranda? Magic that you will potentially use to defeat your mother? I have never used magic before in my life. I have never been raised as a witch. And using magic to defeat mother? I don't know. Well, regardless of what decision you make, we'll all be here to support you. Delora, and I want you to know that. How is it that they are still willing to help me, when I was the one that caused this whole mess? I need some fresh air. I begin to walk toward the door, when I see Ophelia walk in from the tavern. Our eyes briefly meet and she opens her mouth to say something, then stops when I shake my head. I do not want her to blame me for my father's death. Certainly that must be what she is thinking. Ophelia frowns but does not speak. I quicken my pace, almost running as I head into the forest. The night is silent and calm, and the only sound I can hear is the gentle sway of the grass as I step through it. Mother is back because of me. If I hadn't revived her, father would still be alive. How am I supposed to face everyone knowing that? Ross has been trying to cheer me up, while I appreciate his company and concern. Even he cannot help me come to terms with my mistakes. I hear footsteps behind me. I turn to see Ross approaching me with a frown on his face. Miranda? Please, I am not in the mood to listen to your reassurances again. I do not need you to tell me again that this was not my fault. Miranda, your father wouldn't want you to see like Miranda, your father wouldn't want to see you like this. How would you know what my father wanted? I snap at him without meaning to, not bothering to hide the irritation in my voice. He'd want you to walk forward, not linger on a path that cannot be changed. You've been distancing yourself from us since the king passed. Don't think that I haven't noticed. Why is that? Seems the most in character. You know that I'll always be by your side, Miranda. Shouldering the burden will only worsen your pain. Let's try that again. You know that I'll always be by your side, Miranda. Shouldering the burden will only worsen your pain. Worsen? I already know the pain of losing someone that I love. I've brought nothing but suffering to those around me. I cannot get close to anyone again, lest I put them in danger. I have already lost my father, and I do not want to lose anyone else. Especially not you, Waltz. That was a lucky guess on my part. Waltz's eyes widen as he stares at me. I want to show you something. Keep your eyes open, Miranda. You can't miss it. Waltz snaps his fingers and golden orbs of light suddenly spring to life around us. I can only marvel at the orbs of light floating around us. They look like stars dancing through the night. It is beautiful. You cannot fully appreciate how bright a star is without darkness. Walt snaps his fingers again, and most of the lights go out. During difficult times, the light grows dimmer. He snaps again, until only one light remains. When you are all alone, it grows even dimmer still. There are things that you cannot do on your own, otherwise you risk snuffing your own light out. Another snap, and the golden orbs return, this time in great numbers. The lights are brighter than they were before. You're not alone, Miranda. I love you, and it hurts to see you suffer alone like this. My head is pounding so hard. I fear it might escape my chest. In this moment, it feels as if time has stopped, and it is just the two of us. All I can see is Waltz. As I stand here, staring at him, I come to a realization. I love him. Well, obviously, I chose his route. When did this happen? After a few moments, I realize that it does not matter. I stand up on the tip of I stand up on the tips of my toes and I can tap Waltz's face in my hands. I move before I can think, leaning over to place a light kiss on his lips. I feel an arm around me as Waltz pulls me closer. The kiss becomes more heated and I feel a gentle flame stirring in my stomach, even if my mind becomes foggy. I feel his tongue on my lips, but when I part them, he has suddenly drawn away, his face deep red. Sorry, I needed to catch my breath. I feel the heat in my cheeks and have to fight back my embarrassment. I just kissed Waltz. I look up at Waltz, suddenly realizing how close he is to me. I quickly bury my face into his chest to hide my embarrassment. Waltz's chest rises and falls with his gentle laughter. You're so cute. I close my eyes, allowing his warmth to envelop me like a blanket. I love you, my little star. This is just not your battle anymore, Miranda. You don't have to carry this burden alone. So please, trust in me, trust in us. I am overwhelmed, but Waltz's words make me feel strangely light, as if a weight has truly been lifted from my shoulders. I will, thank you. We should go back now, or everyone else might get worried. Waltz places a soft kiss on my forehead and smiles at me as he pulls away. He extends a hand toward me. Let's go, my little star. I smile as I slowly take his hand. We walk back to the marching hand in hand, momentarily forgetting about all the bad things that have transpired. Chapter 8. It has been almost 3 weeks since Melissa's survival, and yet I have not heard or seen anything of her. What are you planning to do, Mulder? Parfait told me before that Lieutenant Varram had already chosen me as its next bearer. Does that have anything to do with why Muller is still hiding? It is impossible not to feel the weight of my new responsibility. I have not yet fully accepted that I am now the bearer, but I cannot run from this responsibility for long. Lieutenant Bearer's duty is to work alongside Parfait to balance the light and darkness of the kingdom. The balance had only just begun mending before Muller's sudden revival. For nights I have been wondering if there is some other way to stop Muller without fighting her. A small part of me hopes that perhaps Muller can still change. I think about that, and then I remember how Muller so heartlessly killed Fowler as soon as she had been revived. She was sleeping for 4 years, but that did not change her mind. Even now, I can only assume that she still means to make this kingdom suffer. It feels as if my heart is thrusting itself into a knot. I gasp when a bright spark fizzles to life in my hands. I clench and unclench my hands, taking deep breaths to calm myself. Ever since I started trying to work with magic, It has been activating on its own. Whenever I feel any sort of deep emotion, some type of electricity sparks in my hands. It is as if I can. It is all I can do to try and keep my emotions in check. The last thing I want is to accidentally burn down the margin or hurt anyone inside of it. Delora and Rhodes have both agreed to start teaching me how to use my magic. For the last few days, the forest near the margin has served as the training grounds. Parfait constantly cloaks the margin in powerful magic to keep our presence hidden from Muller and the other witches. It allows us to use our magic without worrying about being tracked. Still, Parfait's constant spell has considerably weakened her. Delora and Rhodes try to convince her not to cast it in the first place, but Parfait insisted that we remain as close to the Tenebrarium as possible, rather than move somewhere safer. She told us all that I need to be close to the Tenebrarium as its bearer. Listen again. She told us all that I need to be close to the Tenebrarium as its bearer. As far as we all know, the crystal is still unmoved in the palace. I know that the chance I will face Muller in battle of magic is extremely high. Let's try that again. I know that the chance I will face Muller in a battle of magic is extremely high. Although I fear the outcome, I have no choice but to consider the possibility. Time is running out, and I do not have the luxury of waiting much longer. I must decide what I must do. They all believe that I am the only one who can stand up to Muller, even with so little practice. Last night I told Parfait that I would make my decision the next day, and that I would tell everyone what I had decided. Now is the time for that decision. That's enough for today. I'm Brian Croydrigg signing out. Stay Shrey.